Today I'll do a demo in Slack and in Jira of some live detections demonstrating this functionality. But first, a little bit of background. So the challenge we're tackling is that leaked credentials are usually mistakes, and the employees are doing this all the time. It's not malicious, but these keys and secrets can lay around in these cloud applications, and they are vulnerable to privilege escalation attacks, where a simple social engineering technique can get into a cloud silo and then use that to get increased privileges, like getting an AWS access key out of Slack. And then it's hard for SecOps teams when you have a DLP solution that is identifying API keys, but there can be a lot of noise with that. So SecOps teams can work faster when they know that the highest priority risks are the ones to address, for example, active API keys. And then also the form and format of secrets vary widely. So, services can be totally different in each case. So DLP solutions based on regex and immature ML detection can produce lots of noise and won't catch the most important exposures. So what does the Nightfall secrets detector do? So it uses machine learning to detect with high accuracy. It's trained on millions of lines of code with tens of thousands of labels. These are pre-trained and ready to go out of the box when you install. We also label secrets by vendor and service type. So this is an AWS access key, for example. And then we are also able to check to see if that service is active, or if that key is an active risk, to see if it's usable. So with these techniques all put together, we can demonstrate the best-in-class performance for both accuracy and coverage. This is a quick view of the current services that can be identified. Lots more are coming soon. And let's jump into a demo to see how it works. So I'm here in the Nightfall console. And you can see the native integrations that we connect to on the left. There are more coming soon, but I'm going to go into Slack and Jira today. The setup for this is really quick. You plug in at the API, you set up a policy. I'm scanning all channels for the secrets and credentials. Here's the API key that's pre-built. I'm detecting at likely confidence and above. And I have an automation set so that it will automatically redact. So let me jump into Slack itself. And as an employee, I'm going to share this block of code in a random public channel. And Nightfall is just monitoring behind the scenes, is able to detect that API key and then redact it. So you can see it here redacted in place. And you can see an alert was produced that said it was very likely a Stripe API key. That likelihood comes not only from just the identification, but also using the machine learning to use context to upweight and downweight. So behind the scenes, there's a lot going on to help prioritize both the likelihood and the risk of these detections. So we can also detect not only in text, but also in files. So here in Jira, here's an example of an employee putting in a screenshot of some API keys. If I jump back into Nightfall, I can view that violation from the screen. And you can see that it found a plaid API key. It's at a likely confidence. This one's not active necessarily because it wasn't usable. But you can see that there's a little snippet of the finding. You can see that where we are here, and then you can take an action like delete. If I go back, it'll be deleted in place. And then lastly, I'll just show a quick detection of an active API key. So in a comment, I'm going to put in a Nightfall API key that is currently active. I'm going to save it. That's going to also produce an alert back in the console. You can see it's come in. And here you can see that there's an active Nightfall API key in the comment. And that's it. Thank you for watching the demo.